Well, hello, my friends. Welcome to Friday Night Live, Caricature Livestream video. We're going to draw some caricatures tonight of some former guests of mine at my events and see if we can do a better job. All right. First and foremost, order of business is a huge shout out to Florida Frank from Hatebreed, the guitar player from Hatebreed. I met him at the Tattoo the Earth Festival, and he sells hot sauce. And there it is up on the top right. He autographed the bottles. He sent me Florida Frank pics, hella hot sauce. Go get his pics. He's got Dale Earnhardt in here, and they all have the Hatebreed logo, Jeff Gordon. Totally awesome. And I got the t shirt on too. Extreme hot sauce for extreme people. So, love Florida Frank. It was great meeting him. I got his autograph, and I drew the band also. And speaking of Florida, because I'm a New York guy here in upstate New York, this is me in Florida at my parents' place in Port St. Lucie, Florida, where I drew all the snowbirds. So we're going to draw this lady is Nancy. Let's draw Nancy. She does have a Santa Claus hat on. So that's why her hair is looking a little weird right there. You will not meet a bigger Patriots fan than Sandy. Guaranteed. Okay? Take that to the bank. All right, let's start with the eyes. I'm seeing a long face here. Eyes in senior citizens are generally a bit smaller. And Nancy is a nice lady. She won't be afraid to tell you what she thinks. And I was glad to meet her. All right. So, welcome to the live stream. If you're here live, great. If you're watching a replay, even better. Maybe I'll start drawing a little bigger for the camera. Sorry about that. We'll do that on the next one. I tend to get a little tight here. All right, very rounded nose. And something like that is what I'm seeing. And my easel's giving way here with the change in humidity. And those of you who know, these easels can kind of collapse on you unexpectedly if these wing nuts aren't totally tightened down. Anyway, I had a little rough day. I tried doing a painting of a cat at a request, and that was not happening. Painting and drawing are just two totally different things, and I just couldn't do it. I haven't painted in a while, and now I know why. So I drew the cat, a caricature of the cat instead, and I think it's way better. All right, I'm seeing a big chin on Nancy here. And again, a longer face. And kind of wide at the jaw right there. So, yeah, these snowbirds are just great people. Totally great. Let's just put the body in quick that we're here. Nothing fancy, your basic running pose. And she will be running to Fenway Park. Big Red Sox fan, big Patriot fan, and what have you. All right, let's put the eyes in. So I always try to improve. I look back on my older work, and that's what we're doing here. Just seeing if we have improved, you know. And I really started taking my work a little more serious lately. And we're going to put the Santa Claus hat on her. That's why you gotta kind of think ahead here when you're drawing with hats and certain types of clothing as well. And the hat will be flying this way because she's running. There we go. And we'll put the glasses on her. Hope everybody's having a great holiday weekend here. And you don't want to go too crazy with wrinkles. Thanks for tuning in to the live stream. I appreciate it. And Fenway Park, she's running too. Big Boston fan. So I always love going down to Florida. It was great to meet Florida Frank from Hatebreed. There's his hot sauce. Ran into Florida Frank at the Tattoo the Earth Metal Festival here in across the way, 2 hours away from me in Worcester, Massachusetts. And her hat says Patriots on it. You might not be able to see it. There we go. And we'll do a quick shade in here. With my Prismacolor art sticks. Yeah, Florida Frank was awesome, and he's like, I really like that alligator you drew on my head. I'm like, thank you, man. Thank you, brother. Man, that made it all worth it that they actually see this stuff. And they saw the post I put on Instagram. Of course, I was sneaky and tagged him. And he liked it. And he's like, I got this hot sauce for sale. And he told me that at the show. I just didn't want to carry it throughout the whole concert, So as soon as I got home, I ordered some of this hot sauce. And also got a t-shirt. And he gave me these picks as well. These NASCAR Hatebreed picks. So shout out to Florida Frank, man. Thank you, brother. And just put some smoke there. Let's see if our work kind of improved since then. Oh, yeah. I totally got a better head shape in this one. Totally. Here's Florida Frank, got his autograph. And the picks from Hatebreed. NASCAR picks. Really cool. All right. Our next one. Oh, I remember these ladies. Yep, this was a party in Saratoga. Hard to see with the computer, I know, in the shadows. This was a party in Saratoga, New York. So this will be a double. So what you do with a double is, you got to leave room. Or you could map it out like that. One head there. And one head will be there. So, again, shout out to Florida Frank. Thank you, Frank, for the hot sauce. And here's Nancy, who we just drew. And now we're going to draw a double, all right? Right with the Crayola marker. And let's zoom in a bit here on our first guest. And I always see if I can improve, All right. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and for the replay. She's got a thin eyebrow there. The other eye. Really look at the eyes and what the shapes are doing, And her eyes appear to be very wide open rather than, the sleepy eye look. That's what I'm seeing there. Kind of a longer nose, not too much longer than the other guest. more of a wider flare to it. The base of the nose, nostril. Yeah, I like how this one's going. And a lower lip. Always put a little highlight there. Little smile lines are not really pronounced on her. And a smaller chin. Just check in with you guys. How you doing? We got 2 people watching. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And with these teeth, this is a little tough one. We're not going to go crazy with teeth. Here's what you can do. Do a tooth bar. Almost like a bar, you know. But that's one way you could leave it as that. Or you could go in and try to monkey around with the gum line, which I would definitely encourage you to do. And I'm going to do it in a second. All right, I got to see what her dress is doing here. Okay. Some bigger type of earrings on there. Let's put that, leave room for the hair. She's got a shorter haircut. Hard to kind of see what the hair is doing. Let's get the body in here. Do the chest. And you don't have to get fancy. Just that is enough. Little cleavage action. Bodies used to really trip me up, and they don't have to. A little collarbone there, and I would leave it just like that, and write the date here, or a heart, or a little shading frame. So that way you don't get in and mess around with hands and feet and hips and butt, unless it was a theme based character. You know, if they requested a certain thing, you know. All right, the hair. She's got the shorter haircut. So live caricature, you want to do it in as little lines as possible. That's kind of what I learned. Is can you get your point across with as little line work as possible, but you know, retain a likeness. You don't want to. I used to overdraw. So you want to. The way you draw faster is drawing less, but make every line count. You know. As if you guys hear these motorcycles, there's these 4-wheelers and dirt bikes riding up and down our main road here, and they've been a problem lately, like harassing people and stuff. So if you hear it, that's what's going on, the drama here in upstate New York. Now I'm going to shade her in since I'm drawing her right here. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I see you in the live chat. Thank you so much. We're just relaxing. Grab your pen and paper or marker and follow along. If not, just sit back, relax in your easy chair with your glass of ice water or whatever you drink and enjoy the ride. I've decided to take my caricatures a little more serious lately. Let's do some eyeshadow there. And I just want to really do better. And I felt like lately I was just drawing for the camera. So if you don't see me on here on YouTube a lot, it's because of I want to make every video count for you guys. But I'm really spending a lot of time practicing my drawing, like doing this kind of stuff, but like, you know, without recording it, and really experimenting with different head shapes and whatnot. So I don't want to just get into this trap of just drawing for YouTube, which is good, and you know, you should do that, but I really want to, I want when people look at me or want to hire me for an event, I want them to know, I want them to really, really want me. So that's what I'm working on lately, guys. Just improving my value. Wow, I really like this. The way these color sticks, almost like a smoky feel, like an airbrush, you know? That's all. A little flub. Oh, see, I spoke too soon. You can erase these a little bit like that. And then I cheat a little bit. I use a Prismacolor colored pencil. Just for some quick line work. That's it. All right, let's hit the other one. Let's hit this lady. And for interest and a little more, she's shorter or squatting. I draw her a little bit lower, you know. Very hard to see. I apologize. I don't think I can get it any brighter. This laptop's a little bit in my way, so if I flub up a little bit, you'll know why. That's my excuse. Eyes are pointing down. She's got a heavy eyelid. She's got a wrinkle under her eye. Thin eyebrow. Same thing over here. Eyes, we're going to really squish them together for that T shape. And look at this nose, huh? You guys, I've been waiting all night to just draw this nose. Look how skinny it is. I'm going to squash it in as much as I can. Look at that. And then it comes down, very large down here. All right. And the nostrils go like so. And she does have a nose ring. Perfect. She's got the upside down smile going on. All right. If you know what I'm talking about, that's kind of what that is. All right. She does have some teeth showing. Mouths are very tricky, especially when you're drawing live. All right, so we got to indicate the gum line there for that one. I think we did a good job there. Cool. I'm seeing a large chin, very large. Look at her chin compared to her chin, right? Cheekbone. I'm going to bring this chin in first. All right. Hope I'm not going off the camera here. No, we're good. And look where the widest part of those cheeks are, you know? See, I drew her in a flattering way. All right? I didn't like insult anyone. Now I'm going to skinny up the forehead. And she has a lot of it, a lot of forehead. Think of like the water balloon thingy, like Tom Richmond says. I'm going to draw the body just because I got to push the hair behind the body. There's the dress, the chest, the shoulders, the strap, and she has a tattoo there of some writing. And the dress has some ruffles in it. And I wouldn't do much more than that. Okay, now his hair is very tall up top. It gets skinny here and then it comes and flares out. And just draw the shape of the hair. You know, you don't have to draw every single hair. And that's good right there. Let's hit these eyes quick. Now, this caricature really works. If I had one criticism, is that her face is a lot larger than the other lady's face. So the thing of scale here, I kind of messed up a little bit. But I don't think when you're in a live setting, they're not really gonna say that. They'll actually laugh at it. They're like, "Oh my God, my head's so much bigger than hers," and I've done that, and I've had that happen. So just pay attention to your scale of your drawings, okay? When you're out there live, this is just for fun. It's YouTube, so this is where we learn, and we can make mistakes, and learn from them. And if you're interested in drawing out in public, live at events, you know, I'd love to hear your stories. There's some great artists out here, guys, on YouTube and on Instagram especially. So not bad. Let me see. Did I get everything? Yeah, let's hit it with some shading. Hey, Ryland's Art Corner. How you doing, my friend? Thank you, Ryland. How long have you been drawing? I've been drawing my whole life. I got pictures of me as a little kid with a box of Crayolas at the table. But been drawing caricatures more serious in the last 6 or 7 years. I've always dabbled with caricature. How long you been drawing, Ryan? I got to check out your channel. Thanks for tuning in, my friend. I'm glad you found us. Welcome. Glad to have you along for the ride. Appreciate it. I started all from Mad Magazine. I have that to blame. I have my teachers to blame in high school. I would draw them, as most of us probably did. I always loved comic books. Um, Spawn, X-Men, Todd McFarlane, and the Super Friends too. I missed something here, guys. Her smile lines are pretty pronounced, so this will give us even more likeness. But go light on these lines on people's face. And she's got a line right there by her chin. I'm going to leave that. So when you do wrinkles, go light on them. And, I sometimes, even on older people, like you saw on Nancy, indicate some of them, but don't go crazy with wrinkles. There we go. And when you add this shading, it just pulls the drawing together. I really like this one. I really like. I think I improved since 2018, was it? Now, what we could do with her, we could draw in her teeth, but we're not gonna. Ryland's Art Corner. I've been drawing 4 to 6 years, but usually make comic books with my friend. That's so. I love comic books and making them. You gotta really have continuity, like Stan Lee says and Todd McFarlane says. Um, you got to be able to tell a story, and that's great, Riley. You can do that. Draw one more here. This is a boys' camp out in the middle of New York State. I don't think I can do better than this kid. This kid, I love that caricature. I don't even want to try to do it. I'm going to screw it up. Guys, this was one of my busiest, most crowded, and it was right there in the middle of the pandemic and everything. They didn't care. I didn't care either. I mean, some of them might have a mask on. I don't know, but they were so excited just to have me, and so excited to get a drawing. And they had their own paper for me to draw on as well. So let's draw this young man. All right, he's a youngster. So pay attention to the chin. I got a little dust on there. There we go. The chin on boys, to do age, you know, to indicate age is you want to give them a little chin. If the bigger you make that chin, the more you're going to age your character. So that's a tip. These eyes appear closer together, if you ask me. And had some heavy eyebrows for a kiddo here. And all these guys agreed to have their picture taken, so they're all good with being in a video. We're all good here. They're helping us learn. Thank you. Larger nose for this kiddo. A lot of different things about this kid. Usually kids this age don't have that pronounced of features yet, but he does. So usually I draw tiny little noses on kiddos. So we're going to leave that one like that. Upper lip. Got a thicker upper lip. All right. And we could indicate some teeth lines here. Yeah, I kind of did it in that drawing as well. All right, a very straight, angular, rectangle type of face that really comes to a point, and I want to keep that chin small and bring this jawline in. Yeah, we got him. We got him. I'll give him a not much of a neck at that age, you know. And the body would just do that. Ears are showing partially. If you want to bring your ears down, if you want your character to look younger, that's another trick. Right, the lower you put the ears, the younger they're going to look. All right, and the hair. We've been waiting for this hair. To the inner hairline. Now the outer hairline. He does have a part in the hair up there, which maybe I did not see that then. Cool. Not much more we can do with this, but some finishing details. And when I was drawing this kid, everyone behind me was laughing. Like they couldn't wait for him to get drawn, you know? And that's what's going to happen, guys. You got to be ready to be looked at, judged, you know? And it's fun. I love it. If I'm on fire, if I'm in the zone, you know, doing these caricatures. But if you're having an off night, that's a long night. So you got to always be on and be in your zone and have a line of people ready to go. And that's when I really shine, is when I'm busy. I hate it when there's like a person here and a person there. And then you just, it's tough to get in a rhythm. But that's the nature of the business. It's not always gravy. It ain't all gravy. I got to write a book called It Ain't All Gravy. All right. Upper lip always in shadow, more than the lower lip because of the nose. And there we go. You can always add some more curls with your color stick. Leave some highlights here and there. Gotta think like hair. Like Bob Ross says, think like a tree. Think like a cloud. You know, I try to do what Bob Ross said, but only in caricature. There we go. And you could always put a little border on it. Like that. And I would stop there and I would just put the date and initial it. A little shadow, a little drop shadow like that. So, Danny, you're the guy I wanted to talk to. Is it Sadie Inc. or Sadie Sink? I think you got it wrong, brother. I keep Googling Sadie Inc. and it comes back Sadie Sink. Is it the girl from Stranger Things? Because if it is, that's if that's who you're looking for. Well, let me know and I'll do that in the next video. But all right, guys. I think that's it. Unless we got more, I don't know. Well, we do got two more, but I think we're gonna hold off. Yes, Danny. Oh, it is Sadie Inc. or Sadie Sink. So you were confusing me there with that last name, Danny. I got to add it to my photos. I can't screenshot from this laptop. It's a Mac. So I got to do it through my iPhone. We're going to do that next for you, Danny. We'll do that Sadie Sink from Stranger Things. All right, guys. That's it. We just redrew a couple. I really like that one. Which one's your favorite? Number one, Nancy. The couple, I like them. I like those head shapes. Or number three, 1, 2, or 3. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. We'll see you next time. All right, Danny. Thank you, Danny. Thank you, Rylan. Appreciate you guys. I'll catch you next time.